to spray a lot of this stuff on a broader scale, like a golf course or an open space or a stadium, there's training, there's PPE.
People freak out thinking that when a lawn doesn't grow around a tree, it's because the tree's sucking up the water.
If it's not too bad, you could potentially mow it, so long as you don't have a frost coming.
What we're giving away is an MGI AI golf buggy, a battery-operated golf cart that you can use to drive around on the golf course to carry your clubs. Welcome to episode 69 of Lawnhub Live After Lunch. Due to it being episode 69, I thought we'd have a special surprise for all of you at home. The face of Lawnhub himself. You may have seen the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dylan Ward. He's stepping in to cover the Jonesy slot as Jonesy is off handling some Gawler stuff, which I'm assuming is home invasions and something got stolen or someone's dog got pregnant or whatever.
I think it's the dog pregnant thing. No one runs off that fast unless it's the dog pregnant.
So I'm just dealing with some final details in True Clint flashing. Clint is flashing. So today, Kira is actually our podcast producer, which is exciting. We've got a few fans of Kira out there in the internet, and they have been asking, where is Kira? So she's here. And soon I will have, what am I doing? Open recent media. Sorry, guys, I had to reset my laptop because it was having a bit of a meltdown. But we are good, nearly. All right,
we're a podcast now.
welcome. Oh, look, you got your own little water bottle and everything.
No, I need it.
An owler.
An Owala.
Is that a thing?
It is a thing.
Is that a thing for the youth?
So, do you want to see the
Talk
tech,
to me about
the
it.
tech in
Talk
this
to me about
Owala?
it. This is not a sponsored podcast.
Not sponsored, but if they do want to sponsor,
Thanks to Juice Institute.
Juice Institute and Owala. It has a multi-lock mechanism that turns into a handle. First of all, love it. We have our little push button.
That handle looks like it's a very feminine fingers would hold that.
Thank you. Yep.
Yep.
Luckily mine are, so it works perfectly for my situation. You've got the dual sucking and also sipping.
Dual sucking is definitely something that I associate with you. As in you can just...
As in I can...
Oh, as in you can draw it from the bottom.
I can draw it from the
through
bottom.
a straw?
It's got a straw.
Or just drink it?
Or...
Jesus. That is somewhat special.
Patent pending.
Is it?
I think they have the patent, but I just wanted to say patent
Surely, yeah, okay. You could have put it. Why can't I open it and stream it? Sorry, guys, I'm using an old laptop. Oh, good. I'm not logged in.
pending. Oh, it's not your...
No, I've got a new laptop. This is my old laptop. It's very exciting. I've got a new Intel
i9?
It's not an i9, but it's what an i9 would be.
Oh.
So they've changed the name. It's like a something 9, but it's got the number 9 in it, but they've just dropped the I. I don't know if some other people were using it, but...
Have they? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's at? Do you know the password for this?
For your computer?
No, for your restream.
Oh, yeah, I do. Do you need me to put it?
Oh, gosh. I think it might be in, what's that thing called that we use? LastPass?
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
You send it to
I'll
me?
write it on my notes and
Send it to me?
I'll send it. I'll send it.
So anyway, yeah, Jonesy will be here soon. I'm thinking he'll probably be here in the next 10 or 15 minutes. So yeah, sorry, I've got business stuff happening as well as trying to do this podcast. So today it's pretty cool. We are giving away a MGI AI, which is a golf buggy, which you can use for carrying your golf clubs or a child if you need to.
Both work. But similar sizes.
Neither of mine do. Sorry. My golf clubs don't work and my kids don't work.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I guess you had to be there. So I need to open Instagram as well, don't I?
We'll get Instagram up.
And so we'll be giving away that at 3 o'clock. Dylan's been great and he's organised all of the information around that.
Yes.
So we'll know the numbers. And we do need to mention new studio.
New studio. Look at this.
Are you a fan?
I'm a huge fan. I love it. I think it looks great.
The black works. I was a bit concerned. Everyone said once you go black, you won't go back. And I was like, I don't know. I've never had it. But now I've got it.
Now it's in.
It's there.
I don't think we can go back.
We can't go back. Well, we can't. We've damaged the wall to a point where it's probably not going back.
Okay.
But we've got another wall over there that no one can see.
It's the vertigo wall.
Which, kind of spins you out. If you go over to my Instagram, at @veryclint, I showed it before, but it's even on Instagram, I mean, zooming in and out, it's probably a little bit aggressive.
That probably didn't help, yeah. But in the video we filmed, it looked okay on the monitor at the time, but then watching it back, yeah, it actually looks like Jonesy's got a green screen behind him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So can you use the video? Is the video going to
I
work?
could probably use it. Yeah, I think there'll be a couple comments, but
Well, that's not like people on the internet.
No,
can say
no.
stuff to us.
no, that's all right.
I'm getting no messages on Restream It. Are we definitely live? All right. It's showing there as episode 69. So, yeah, it's disappointing that Jonesy wasn't here for the start of the 69, but
I know he would have loved that. He'll be here, though. He'll be
he's
here.
a fan. He's probably getting a haircut or something. What's left of it. So with no questions, we don't have anything to talk about. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Need black leather sofa for guests. Yes, we do. We could use that to almost like, I don't know, like interview for like other people to be cast on the show. Have you got a black leather suite for your other business?
For my other business, there's 2 recliners that were left at one of the locations, and they're there.
It's like is it Dodgy Mike and the Boys, Sleazy Mike and the Boys? Have you seen that? It's a Will Ferrell and Dirty Mike and the Boys.
Dirty Mike and
Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, and there's Carter's gets left there, and these dudes.
Oh yeah.
Like,
the other guys,
and they write a note like from Dirty Mike and the Boys.
yeah.
Are they the kind of?
They're like yeah.
All right. Oh, hang on.
You got something?
Yeah, I've got a package getting delivered.
Oh,
no,
so
that's
a question.
It's all right. It's my pool. There's a lot going on at the moment.
No, clearly. That's all right.
My pool acid doser isn't working. And so I had the pool guy deliver the doser because I'm obviously not home because I'm here. And I said, I'll install it. So that's going to be something interesting I have to do today. Anyway, we do have some action now in the comments section. So Shadow Sow C1 says definitely. So yeah, obviously they're fans of the casting. Billy Ray wants to be casted or says yeah, casting. And Venjum says yeah, just interviewing for new staff. Imagine rocking up to a Lawnhub interview and they're just like, yeah, take a seat. And there's just this random desk and an old PC. And a dude sitting there and you just take a seat.
Have like a light in the corner.
Yeah. Do you mind if we film this? We like to film. We like to film our interviews.
The intro,
more just so that we can refer back to them while we're trying to help you find your right position. And Shadow South says, "How are you both? How are you?
I'm coming off from a sick.
You've been sick. I actually have been as well, but not enough to stop me from being active. I've just had this like, I don't know, low level like runny nose, sneezy shit. So
yeah, I'm a bit spacey today still.
But you were like bedridden?
I was bedridden. Yeah. No, I was meant to go to Gawler. Not Gawler. Oh, no, Gawler.
Hashtag Gawler.
Hashtag Gawler. Different.
Gawler.
Yeah, on Tuesday with Matt and had to cancel. I was so bad.
Yeah, he said that's how I found out because he goes, I went to pick up Dill and Dylan wasn't alive. So
yeah, Dylan
grabbed the drone
was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I messaged him in the morning at like 2 a.m. I was like, I am not getting out of bed. So, but yeah, no, I'm feeling better. I've got a bunch of house stuff to do on the weekend, so just can't stop.
Have you started doing anything with the lawn at this house yet?
No,
yeah,
not
it's
yet.
probably not really the season, is it?
No, it's not the season.
Does it have an irrigation system?
No.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah,
that's a fucking video.
We'll have to do some stuff.
That's a week of content.
Yeah, absolutely.
How's your lawn going, Kira? Okay, moving on.
She pled the fifth.
She didn't even say it. Her face just went, don't ask me these questions.
Ooh.
I'm trying to concentrate on switching between cameras and doing this podcast. Shadow Sow says, I'm glad you're feeling better. Those cold morning starts on the golf course are not fun. I wonder if Sow knew you were going to a golf course because that's where he was going.
That is exactly where I was going, unless I said that.
I don't think so.
No, I said Gawler.
No. You said
and then I said Gawler.
and fixed up your shit.
Yeah.
So
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Sick.
Yeah.
I mean, my Instagram's been popping up with this dude that says Brav a lot.
Okay.
Brav?
Brav?
Yeah, this like English black dude that just interviews like Bonnie Blue and just then he just has this side commentary. It'll pop up on yours now.
Yeah, it'll be on there now for sure.
So there's no questions. This is interesting. What's going on today that's causing all of these people not to be active? Oh, here we go. Full disclosure, neither of us know what we're talking about. So
for a lawn-related podcast, maybe we can open up the discussion.
Yeah, if you guys want to ask questions about removing carpet and tiles from a floor in a new house, Dylan can probably give you some tips and tricks on that.
Some advice. Yep.
Jack Chapo just said, "Don't want to fuck with you, Clint, so I'll wait for Jonesy to rock up for difficult questions." To be fair, I'm okay.
You know what would be funny is if you give me the difficult questions and I just answer them with like 100% confidence. Just have no idea.
Yeah, just spray glyphosate at a dose of 1:1 with the water mixture. Don't use a nozzle. Just open the bottle up and just flick it out.
And just send it. I'll take the hat off because I've got Water Pro, but that's okay.
That's all right. No one trusts
Water
that brand.
Pros. Old school.
All right, so Josh Knott has sent through a question. G'day, legends. I love this time of week. Only a couple of hours till I crack a few frothies. Perfect way to wrap up the week. The podcast seriously needs a warning label. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been transporting a tractor with 2 escort vehicles for a John Deere demo. I know where this is going. And I've had the pod going on those long transport days. Well, a few of the boys saw the logo pop up on Apple CarPlay while I was moving between farms and assumed I was listening to Pornhub podcasts on the job. Imagine that. That would be entertaining. There is actually a Pornhub podcast. I stumbled across it the other day, just market research.
Yep, of course.
I think it could be better. Had to quickly fire off a text this morning to clear things up. Just to clear up any misinformation. I'm definitely not listening to inappropriate podcasts during work hours. I'm just a big fan of lawn care and making my lawn look good. Let me know if I need to send out a staff-wide email to clear this up. Also backed it up with a pic of some Lawnhub products and a screenshot of the actual podcast just to set the record straight. For the record, I don't have a foot fetish. I have a lawn fetish.
Whoa. That was long. I almost feel like he's covering up. Like he was listening to it and he's like, how can I get out of this?
He's just reverse engineered. I see that happen all the time. People are like, okay, so how am I going to make this work? It's just like find a podcast that looks like that.
So it looks like.
Or I could just go to ChatGPT. That would be it.
Okay.
I just got caught watching porn while driving a truck with tractors on the back of it. Make me an excuse. Oh, Dylan.
I can.
He doesn't. Well,
I'm not normally here.
There goes Dylan's
this is
money from
Owala. Yeah, I know. That was branding, but that's cool.
Shadow South says, the golf course I work for, we have 3 on site and 18 holes on other sites that is under construction. We have 3 on site.
Is that the golf course?
I don't know.
We were talking about?
What golf course do you work at, Shadow South? I'd be interested to know. Nate Extreme says, hello.
Hello.
Little Jimmy's mate on Instagram says, where's the beers at? I'm alcohol free at the moment, Little Jimmy's mate. Who's Little Jimmy?
Little Jimmy. I've not heard that name before.
Well, Little Jimmy's mate. So then
so it's not. So who is Little Jimmy? Yeah.
And this Little Jimmy's like a slang term for Little Jimmy. And then he's Little Jimmy's mate.
Little Jimmy's mate.
That makes sense.
I mean, I suppose so.
We'd like some clarification on that.
Can we please? Yeah.
Dylan, you don't drink that much, do you?
I not this year. Not this year.
Because you've been alcohol free ish.
Like I was till Mifkus, and then I had a couple of those gin drinks.
Too crazy.
Oh, nah. But that was the first I had of the year, so that was 4 months.
Yeah, if you call it March the 4th month of the year, but continue.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't April. Yeah, okay.
It's 3 months.
But you round it up. It was 3.5. You round it up to 4. And then it's pretty much
6 inches.
It's like close to June, so. But no, not that much this year. No.
Yeah. I haven't had much in the last 12 weeks. I reckon in the last 12 weeks I've had alcohol 9 times, but I've just done it really aggressively. Like
you're going all in.
Yeah. I accidentally drank alcohol.
Accidentally?
Yeah, I wasn't going to. On Saturday night, I went to this gala dinner thing, and I'm not meant to drink at the thing, but then bottles of wine. I think I had 3, maybe 4 bottles of wine.
You know, these things happen.
I was fucked up. So fucked up. So that's like, I think you should slow down. You're going to feel like shit tomorrow. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Don't tell me what to do for my fucking drinks.
Yeah.
And then, dropped about $3,000 on charity auction items and jumped in a taxi and whew.
Did you win?
I've got a lot of items.
Yeah.
I bought
what'd you buy?
I bought a 2-hour private coaching session with the captain of the 36ers and his signed Boomers jersey and game-worn shoes.
You looking to hit some 3-pointers?
Oh, for the kids, you know. I sent it to the guys and they're just like, your kids are fucking Richie Rich. Like, they don't go to, Jack had his birthday at the corporate box the other day. We had the corporate box for his fucking 12th.
Yeah.
And then, he's going to go play have his basketball coaching sessions with I don't know if he's the captain of the Boomers, but he plays for the Australian basketball team.
Yeah, okay.
And then I bought dinner with the Minister for Trade and Investment for the current government.
Okay.
So that was an auction item, and I wasn't letting that go. So I'm going to go have dinner with him and hopefully let him fall in love with the idea of Lawnhub being a company that the state government want to get behind and support in an effort to increase employment and export into other countries to bring money into our country. So I bought that.
I'm
What did I
sold.
buy? I bought 2 36s signed jerseys by the whole team. I had a bid on a netball going, on a Thunderbirds ball. That went out of control. It was like $1,000. So I walked away from that.
Fair enough.
And
getting
then
that
my friend's wife bought, with my phone, she was just looking at the bids and just bid on this wine and sip and paint kind of fucking thing where like
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
just go drink wine and paint. But she's the kind of person who'd probably be doing a lot more sipping and a lot less painting. So,
Yep.
And I said, if you win this, like you need to give me the money. She's like, yeah. I'm like, I've heard nothing.
You will not do
I've
nothing.
heard
I
nothing.
wouldn't be holding out for it. That's
I
for
don't
sure.
expect so. I've got the voucher though, so we'll see how we go.
Okay.
What else was there? I
Date
think
night.
that was it. But and I bought. They raffled a car. They gave away a car. So they had $100 a ticket. I think they had say 500 tickets. I don't know how many there was because I bought 5 tickets, and there was still 370 tickets left. Like,
Yeah, right.
So I don't
Well,
know.
like decent odds.
Yeah, for a 20 grand, like I don't know, Picante or something.
And you just win
Kind of
those
car you'd
things
buy.
as well. So like you would. I'm surprised you didn't win.
I told you I won 8 grand last week or the week before.
Is that your Keno? Or this is
No, this is after the Keno.
this is your charity.
Yeah, I won 8
that's-
grand with the Epilepsy Centre. Shout out to the ladies at the Epilepsy Centre
Shout
call
out.
centre. They love talking to me.
They did. I was listening to the conversation. They were having a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she, I've been buying these raffle tickets for a while, and I was like, I think I said to the lady, if I don't win this one, I'm not buying them ever again. And then they rang me to tell me that I'd won. And she's like, the head of the call center had them all on. I had me on loudspeaker and had them all there. You were there, you heard it. And she's like, I've got a note here that you said that if you don't win this time, that you're never buying tickets again. Well, I'm happy to tell you you've won second prize, which was 8 grand, which is now in my bank account, direct debit.
Nice. Direct straight to it. No
So,
mucking
yeah.
about.
So now I'm kind of on the hook to buy raffle tickets from them for the rest of my life. So
Yeah.
I think
that's
it'll
how
take
they
the
get
8
you.
grand there.
And you're
just-
going to end up spending more than 8.
Well, now I want to win first prize. First prize is 40 grand.
Mm.
So she did say, and this is a good sales technique, that the people that have won third and second before have then gone on to win first. So I don't know if there's any truth behind that.
I mean, the math doesn't really add up for that to
But
be
would
consistent.
Epilepsy Foundation Centre people lie? I don't think so.
It's a conversation for another day.
All right, so we have some more activity in the comments section. Little Jimmy's mate said, "What's for dinner tonight?" My dinner is the last of the 5 Juice Institute juices, which is a almond milk and date and nut blend in my mouth. Real exciting. What about you, sir?
Well, Sarah's going out with the girls, so I got to sort myself out tonight. So it could be
And
very
dinner?
exciting. Oh, you meant dinner?
Where's my drums? Nah.
Nah. Just kidding. That works.
All right, cool.
So yeah.
All right, so
All right, next question.
you're just Uber Eats or something.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Yep, casting.
I'll be
couch.
busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
On my recliner.
Yeah, I'm making food for all of the people that live in my house. I'm just not eating.
Oh, you have a family.
Yes.
Yes.
And they're all mine. You can tell by the size of their skulls.
yes.
What do we got here? Cut back the tree. Oh, here we go. So someone asked a question about improving coverage of kikuyu near the base of a tree. The likelihood is that it's a shade problem, not a water problem. A lot of times I think people freak out thinking that when a lawn doesn't grow around a tree, it's because there's the tree's sucking up the water. It might be, but if you water enough, it won't. The issue will be that there's shade. And so there's a reality that in shady areas, you're just sometimes not going to be able to grow grass. The comment there from Shadow Sow C1, if cut back the tree a bit, that'll help. Even if you open up the canopy a bit. So my front lawn is a seeded variety, which is under a tree, as you know. That grows well. So you could change the variety. You could oversow, but it's going to look odd because your kikuyu doesn't look like a lot of the seeded varieties. But that's really the only options. Bearded Sith says, yo. Shadow South says he works at the National. So you're saying at the National, you got 18 holes on other sites under construction. When you say under construction, are they rebuilding the course or are they upgrading the irrigation? I had this weird feeling the National was putting in a new irrigation system. Bearded Sith, hey there, Dylan. Different panel, but same qualification.
Pretty much. Yeah.
You also know, actually, to be honest, Dylan holds a higher level of education than Jonesy.
True.
'Cause Jonesy holds a certificate, say stage 2 Gawler, I think, which I think if you go get recognition of prior learning in Panama, that's year 2.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
whereas you've got a
Bachelor's.
of Adelaide South Australian Education Department, which is if you go get recognition of prior learning is
It's still up there though. Like not much, but it's up there.
It's not New Zealand.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No? What holds more weight, South Africa or New Zealand education? New Zealand.
New Zealand, yeah.
Bit of shit going on in South Africa.
There's always shit going on.
It's a bit crazy. I don't know. It's been a lot crazy lately. Did you see that meeting Trump had with the...
yeah.
just start showing him
We
videos.
get into that?
No.
Not financial advice.
Yeah, do your own research.
Yeah.
He needs some milk.
Jack Chapo says, I had a sore throat for a few days. Now will NSFW assist? I understand it can be difficult. So can I mix with roots and shoots and gargle? Jack, stop that, because there are some absolute R words out there in the internet. And if they read that, they'll drink it, because those same R words don't know how to gargle. They just swallow. And then we'll have some problems.
Yep.
Nath Mandering, not sure if this is porn related. Episode 69, Jonesy slot 6 inches, giving head track demands. This is none of those are unintentional. That's what is it called? Double entendres. Yeah, which is what Dylan's having for dinner. Bearded Sith, as an ex-South African, that meeting was great. Okay, how long have you been in Australia for, Sith? Oh no, we got sensible questions. Okay, Clint, I was wondering if there is an issue after application on Sunday in the hills. Got 40 mil on Monday. Will this wash the impact on granule products, e.g. reduce the dose term? I don't know. I think the rain, I'm assuming you live in South Australia, the rain we had was pretty aggressive, and if you'd applied that, you put it out on Sunday. Did you water it in on the Sunday? Because I don't know. It might have washed it away. There's a lot at play. Like if you've got a sloped area and it was still sitting on the top, we had a lot of rain. Did you get impacted?
Surprisingly not that much. I mean, it was rain.
We had we had one day of rain, and Matt went home because his lounge room was flooded coming through the roof. And I was like, fuck, mine will be too, because I've got shocking water problems. And I got home and it was all fine. And then the next day or the next night, it just came down, and we had water we had water coming under our door. Like, as in our door's elevated. Yeah. And it was blowing through the crack. Sorry.
Wow.
I need to sneeze.
Oh, bless you.
Excuse me, that'll be a good meme. Just me like...
Clip that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel I've been quite allergenic with whatever is going on with me at the moment. But yeah, I'm only drinking juice. That's probably not helping. Sith came in 1997. When were you born?
99.
Yeah, so he's more of a fucking Australian than you. You've been around longer than you. Get out of his face, man.
Okay, I wasn't comparing, but...
Bearded says, we call them safety label people. I feel like that might be racist.
Oh my God.
VJ is on the chat. Good afternoon, legends.
Good afternoon, VJ.
Venjum says, juice enema, ? Well.
Close to the truth.
Very close to the truth. This is the last... Tomorrow will be the last day on juice, and then Monday will be my first day on enemas. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting period. Anyway, that's enough about me. Shadow Stout, yes. So, Cape Chinook is the old course. Gunnamatta, Munda. The Munda will be getting a full upgrade on the irrigation system, but the other side is the Long Island Golf Course is half open, aka 9 holes. Wow, that's a lot going on. Would have been nice to get some of that supply. Here we go. Will Stewart, I need one of them hats. I don't know if we'll get these hats again. I wasn't happy with how they've held up all right, eh? They actually don't look too bad. I was just angry the day they got here because the paneling was like the bit that sits under the text was exposed. I did go meet with a uniform lady, as in she runs a uniform shop. She's not in line with other ladies. A uniform lady who is pretty confident she's the best in the state when it comes to embroidery. So she's going to look at doing our Water Pro logo and our Lawnhub logo, and then we'll get all new uniforms so you don't have to look ragged like you do today.
Thank you. You gave me this uniform.
You must have got one of the second-hand ones.
One of the second-hand ones? I don't think so. I think this is because they had railways logos on them, didn't it?
Yeah. I just think they look a bit simple. I'm trying to
jazz them up a little bit. Elevate.
I'm also not sure about whether or not the media team need a uniform, but I think sometimes it's nice to have one. You don't have to think about it. You just wake up and put your uniform on. Sith, can I get a hat? No. Clint and Dylan, any advice on areas that remain wet and soggy and struggles to dry, mainly in the shade in cooler months? Drainage. Ultimately, if you can put drainage in, either trench in some ag pipe and run it out to areas that it needs to go into a soakage pit or even into the actual drain. Alternatively, you could put in drainage cell like Atlantis flow cell, which you can get at waterpro.com.au, shameless plug. Will Stewart 000, can I overseed my buffalo with couch grass seed and have it take over the buffalo? Not really. Yeah, it's unlikely that you will ever get rid of the buffalo completely. And they look really different. So you'll find that it'll look odd. And look, sometimes people are really happy just to have grass. And we had a message come through the other day that said, I don't care about having, this perfect grass anymore. I just want a good grass for my family that's all green and covered. So they're happy to kind of blend it. If you really want to get a couch lawn instead of a buffalo lawn, you're going to need to poison out the buffalo and dig it out and then just bring couch in, I would suggest. Jonesy might have a different opinion, but he's not here. What else? Is this even my handle? That's a familiar name. Howdy, lads. How lucky are we to see Dylan twice in 3 weeks? Clint, this is your weekly reminder to get cracking on the lawn pickets. Fuck, yes. I can't message myself because I'm using my phone for this.
Do you want me to message that to you?
Yeah, lawn pickets.
Lawn pickets.
Yeah, I will do it. But Long Island is going to be interesting. Set up having 3 composite course configurations when finished. Oh, that's interesting. That shouldn't affect the irrigation, obviously. Josie just said, haven't we sent Sith multiple hats? Probably.
I feel like that's actually accurate.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
There was a period there where we were giving away a lot.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to charge for them. So I was just giving them away. Right. So half an hour until we give away the MGI. I was half expecting to bring it up here. I got it shipped here for that reason, but it's pretty big, isn't it?
It's not here.
It's here.
It is.
I
It's
shipped
downstairs.
it here, but I was going to bring it up. That mouse is not connected.
Like you were
to that
literally going to
computer,
bring it up.
Stop it. Stop it.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
So, do we have to bill Kira for all the stuff she's used for her lawn now? If she hasn't taken it seriously?
That's a good point.
What happened?
Take it seriously.
Yeah, winter. Winter sucks. What we need to do, Kira, is earn enough money that we can all leave this country during winter and then come back. So we'll do like a media thing. We'll go like Monaco?
Monaco works. Where was the we're gonna
Met
go
Gala
and watch
kind of
the
shit?
F1 or something.
Monaco was where
Was
I
that
wanted Facebook
Monaco?
to take us. They've done nothing with that.
They've had plenty of time to send invites.
Yeah. But they're happy to, they send emails saying, when are you going to spend more money? But they never send an invite saying, we're happy to take you to Monaco.
Exactly. The relationship isn't equal here.
Maybe I should start my own social media site and then run our own ads. Then we can fly ourselves to Monaco.
And you can run them for free because you own it. So it's just free money.
Just profit. Yeah. Why doesn't everyone just do that?
I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, send that to yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. Use that one for yourself. Make yourself some money.
Thanks, man.
Peter Sith said, yeah, I got 3, I think. I gave 2 away to family. It's a good hat. That's a good hat trick.
Oh.
Natalie, hey guys, last ditch effort here to get bare patches of Sir Walter to spread. Have been working on for months, almost there using roots and wet. I have some got laid. Am I better off throwing that down? It won't hurt. It's definitely perfect for establishment of turf, which is obviously the same thing, similar thing to you trying to grow it in. The issue you're going to have at this time of year is a lack of sun. So you could use it. I don't know where you are. You want your soil temperatures to be above 16 degrees, 15, 16 degrees Celsius. And if they're not, then you're not going to get too much growth. And you might be better off just waiting until the sun comes out in August. I'm calling spring in August. I told you about that. First week of August is spring.
Okay.
Did I tell that? Spring.
I don't think you should.
August 1st, spring to August 14th. And then August 14th to something like 21, it'll be raining. And it'll be like, oh, fuck, spring's not really here. It's winter still. But it'll be just a trick. And then spring will start again on the 22nd. And then we'll be like humming.
Yeah, the non-believers will be out, but you'll still be there.
Yeah. I was standing out there like, this will go away. And then I'll probably post something on the internet saying, this rain can fuck off.
Yeah.
Which I do every year.
Yeah.
I think we had one day of rain and I was like, fucking rain. What about the farmers?
The farmers have had it good for too long. That's not on the record.
Yeah.
That's not on the record.
They're really struggling with their 300 series Land Cruisers.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's going to get me in trouble. I respect and love what the farmers do for this country, and that was a joke.
I do love produce and the farmers.
Shadow Sal, give her a lawn plan. I'm pretty sure she got a lawn plan and all the free product to look after her lawn and a lot of support. She just had winter. Yep, all good, fair. Kira's not engaging in this conversation. She feels, what's that sense of the opposite of pride? Shame? PJ, all the gear and no idea, Kira. Or should Clint be a great boss and spend his time fixing it? I don't even have a fucking good lawn. How can I give her a good lawn? Like, stupid. Sorry. That's not a fair comment.
He's only had juice for the last 3 weeks, so let's just be easy.
I'm calorie deficiting heavily. Shadow South said liquid ferts are the best for lawn in cold seasons. That's correct. And obviously you've been using roots and wet. What I would say, Natalie, about your Sir Walter is you might want to remove the wet from your application and use roots, but let it dry on the leaf so that it gets taken up by the plant. That might help a little bit. And I didn't finish saying this before, but if you put got laid out, you're expecting then the fertilizer to be taken up from the roots of the lawn through the soil, which might be unlikely if there's no root activity due to low temperatures. I'm very fresh at the moment.
Do you own a lawn fertilizer business?
I own one. Only one.
Only one?
How many have you got?
Yeah.
What is your? You should call it like Green Pro Lawn.
Green Pro Lawn.
Lawn Pro Green. What else could you do?
Lawn stuff.
Yeah. Lawn Stars?
Lawn Stars.
Why hasn't someone ripped us off and started Lawn Stars?
Is that a thing? That sounds like a thing.
I think the company that we used to have a relationship with had a segment where they'd have Lawn Stars, and then we could do that.
We could figure that out.
We don't. There's no trademarking on Lawn Stars. Done. Can you send?
Oh yeah, I'll get that.
This is good having you here like this.
Yeah.
Take a note. Is this even my handle? Does Dilbo?
Thank you. Finally, someone says it correctly.
Your mum's like, that's the name we gave him. That's what we'd like you to use.
Yes, exactly.
Dilbo.
Yeah.
Still do this. Is that how your mum sounds? Is that how she sounds?
This is close. It's close. Yeah.
Does Dilbo still do his Sunday afternoon video shoots? He's looked way too comfortable getting sprayed in the face on that USB ad.
That's true. I mean, if you watch the video, I didn't look very comfortable. It was actually very cold.
Yeah.
But yes, I am still continuing and had to have a new set very, very shortly.
I was going to say one of the downsides of filming winter content is like throwing water on your face. It's pretty cold outside. Like
that is one of the negatives, yeah.
But I guess on the upside, you'll be able to throw Trojan at your face in summer.
I get. Is that an upside?
When it's 36 degrees, well, you won't be cold, right?
That's true. I won't be cold. I'll just smell like
PJ, where's
lovely
Jonesy?
flowers.
Is he getting his surgery done this time? Yes.
It was an emergency pregnancy.
He's basically he's on a Teams call with some Turkish surgeons, and they're just planning the hairline. So I think he used to have is it a devil's peak? And they're just trying to work out whether or not they're going to keep that or not when they stitch his ass to his head. So
I saw a story that was like a memory from a year ago of you explaining where Jonesy is on the video. And you it's just like the shit you come up with. It was something like, yeah, so Jonesy's currently at his dog's gender reassignment surgery. And it was just so off. Like, I know that was a running joke for a while, but it just caught me so off guard how serious you were when you said that.
Steve just said Jones has gone off to his Turkey trip. So I think everyone knows where Jonesy is.
Yes, but this time it's now we've moved on to the Turkey.
Jonesy's just been trying to investigate cheaper alternatives to Turkey. And there's a suburb adjacent to Gawler called Evanston, which is apparently there's a doctor there, Dr. Nick, and he's doing
I've heard good things about
instead of gender reassignment, he's doing hairline reassignment. So the hairline from his crutch will become Anyway, he shouldn't be long. This will be the last time.
Dr. Nick is really quick.
This will be the last time. Yeah. He just glues it to his head.
It's really efficient.
He just goes to Bunno's and just slaps some Sally's liquid nails and goes, there you go, there's your hair. Don't wash it for a week. Hang on. Oh, God. Shadow Sal, you can use lawn row herbicide to spray out the ryegrass. I think that it's actually handy that you're here, Sal, because That would be a question that Jonesy would usually ask. And I'm guessing I'd skipped over a couple of questions. When is Kira getting grow lights? You live in a suburb that would just have them inside your house, don't you? Grow lights? You grow weed at home to try and sell it to supplement your income? Okay, she's not commenting on that. That's smart.
That is smart.
Yeah, so can you, what does it say? What's the best way to transition from rye to St. Augustine for summer? So that's already been answered. You can use lawn row herbicide to spray out ryegrass. VJ says he needs to get stripes on his head. That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
If we can get the clippers and just mow his head back and forth with a roller.
We'll get to match the lawn out the front.
Yeah. If he just
Do a
walk
photo
wavy
shoot.
and all fucked up.
Yeah, with a tree.
Too soon?
with a
With a
tree,
tree in the middle of his head. He has got a bit of a tree in the middle of his head, actually. We've just got to grow that out. Tips on cylinder mower sizing. What is the pros and cons of the 6 inches between 14 and 20 inches? All right, I can probably somewhat handle this because I own all of them. I've got a 14, a 17, and a 20-inch mower. So obviously this probably sounds like common sense, but you want to size a lawnmower to the size of your lawn. If you get a lawnmower that's too small, it's a pain in the ass because you just you still have to walk the same distance, but you're doing 70% of the square meterage. So if you think a 14-inch is 70% of a 20-inch from a length, then you're having to do 30%. It's not 30% more, but you're having to do more passes to get it to work. You'll also find the 20s are a lot heavier, so you'll get a more pronounced marking, I guess. I think Jonesy did struggle out the front with the 20 being too big for the thickness of that lawn. I don't know if you were there, I wasn't, but he said that he was struggling with it turning maybe or ripping, but I don't know. It might have just been that he hadn't actually had experience with the mower.
Yeah, I think he said the cut was better on the 20.
Oh, dude.
But it's so not level that it's
But that
really
wasn't
hard.
because it was a 20-inch mower. It was because it was a Brandley, a recently sharpened blade that had never been used since it had been sharpened.
Yeah. Stolen from the museum.
So I would say if you have a lawn, this is just my opinion, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of people on the internet that will have opinions that differ to mine, but if your lawn is, 50 square meters or less, I would probably think about a 14-inch mower. And then if your lawn is between 50 and 100 square meters, I'd look at a 17-inch mower, and if it's above 100 square meters, I'd probably go to a 20. It also depends on your budget. I found that up until recently, it might have changed a little bit, but you're pretty much paying about $100 an inch for a brand new low budget cylinder mower. So you pay $1,400 for a 14-inch, $1,700 for a 17-inch. It's gone up a bit. So let's say like 110 or 120.
I thought they've come down. That's what Josie was saying the other day.
Maybe.
The market's kind of settled.
As in secondhand.
Yeah,
but new would still be sitting there. So yeah, I think the price for say Scott Bonners and those kind of like the Unicorn, which is the one that is in the museum, they're quite a rare mower. They might have come down. I mean, I paid I think $1,700 or $1,900 for a rusted out 20-inch that had to be completely redone and a new motor. So you're basically paying for a frame. But that's kind of like a Holden Tirana or a Commodore, like an older style, like an LJ Tirana. You might pay $80,000 for a rolling shell that's a piece of shit. And I know that number's probably wrong, but if they're fully done up, they're $200. And that Unicorn I think it cost me maybe $5,000 to get it to where it is. But you wouldn't sell it for that. Like as in, I don't think anyone would pay $5,000 for it. You can go buy a much better mower. It's just for people that want to have those mowers. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What?
Hang on a sec. I'm just monitoring deliveries to my house.
Just be careful with the camera. Get in. Just like, here's my home address and.
I've just got Amazon coming today, and it's one of those ones that you have to sign for. But I think that might be my father-in-law creeping around. The car's comfortably deep in the driveway. Yep, that's him. All right, cool. Carry on. What's happening tonight? That's weird. Anyway, that's enough about me, my personal life again. I just don't know what to do. Yeah, it is him. Oh, it's both of them. The in-laws are there. All right.
The in-laws.
So Keith Henderson said, I have a split level lawn, 80 square meters and 50 square meters with a retaining wall between them. I would get a 14-inch or a 17-inch. The other thing you'll find, which I didn't cover off, but with a split level, which is that what you've described is my front yard almost exactly. I run a 17-inch on that, which is a Massport 17-inch, and I physically rake the mower back and put the front roller on the retaining wall and then lift it on and roll it in. The bigger the mower, the heavier that's going to be. So I don't want to assume your size and strength, but a 20-inch, heavy 20-inch, so like a unicorn's quite heavy, but if you go even to some of the other heavier mowers like the Mowmasters, you're going to have a lot of trouble getting them up onto that. So you might find that a 14 or a 17 for that site is perfect because it's really easy to maneuver. And then like I'll roll it off the edge of the retaining wall and kind of lower it down using the back roller. The back roller actually sits on the retaining wall, not just kind of like lower it down. So that, hope that helps. Keith Henderson, so a pain in the hole to maneuver a mower around. It's a pain. Once it's on a lawn, it's fine because it's self-propelled, but a lot of people will have specific supports to drive their mowers around their house. So they might like lift it up onto some rubber wheels and then they'll drive it around. I did at one point have a bit of a ramp that I'd drive it up, but I just learned that I could get up there without it and just kind of adapted. Bearded Sith says, I have similar sized lawns and use the bush range of 410. So 410's 410 mil, which would be what they would probably consider a 17, I think, because a 300 would be 12. So 3, 8, yeah. Is that what's a 410 in the metric system? No, in the what's the other one?
The American one.
What's the word for it? Metric and imperial? Thank you, Kira.
Imperial, of course it's called Imperial.
Oh, gosh. Kira's South African heritage coming out. What time is it? So we've got 17 minutes till we're giving away the thingo.
Golf buggy. Which is very exciting.
Oh, it's 16.1 inch. Okay, so that's obviously what are they called? Bush Ranger, just being extremely unique about their things. So what we're giving away is an MGI AI golf buggy, which is, I'm going to throw up on the screen so that everyone can see what I'm talking about. If Kira can give us some screen time. Whoops. So this is it. Doing a great job, Clint. There you go. Recommended retail price of $2,799. It is a battery-operated golf cart that you can use to drive around on the golf course to carry your clubs. And if you want to upgrade to a cup holder, you can also carry your drinks. I don't know what it does. I think it has like a thing where it follows you. I don't know.
Okay.
What does it say here? The AI mower comes with fully directional handheld remote, allowing you to control the buggy from 100 meters away. Offers interactive maps, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure. Oh, no, sorry. It has a screen on it, Matt said, so you can, so that you can view text messages and shit that pops up on your phone while you're playing golf, which if you ask any golfer other than me, the last thing they want to fucking see is information that's coming through to their phone. But I can't see where that would be. It must be that thing on the side there, but it's not. Anyway, I don't know. Oh, there it is.
Who picked this one?
There it is. I bought it because it's the best available. It's the highest
Like
spec.
this is people's go-to.
Oh, dude, if you play golf and if you actually play golf regularly and you've got a handicap probably under 25 and you were given one of these, you'd be very happy.
You'd be stoked.
Like instead of pushing your bag around, you drive it around with this with a remote. And the great thing about it is that you don't realize how good it is until you have it. Like I've got one. I've probably played 2 rounds of golf with it. And you're not carrying anything. So you're just going for a walk and then you're hitting a ball, then you're going for a walk. Whereas when you're pushing a buggy, you're going up a hill, you're like leaning back and so you're actually fatiguing differently playing golf. So you can play more golf rounds with this. Obviously the fitness comes into play that you might not be as fit by using that, but that's what we're giving away. Have we sort of giveaways? We got a barbecue for next month. That's what we're doing.
A barbecue for next month? Is that what we're doing?
I think so. That was what I decided. I probably didn't tell you. I'm sure I told you about this. I've mapped it all out.
Yeah.
You'd have it on record
I think
somewhere.
it is a barbecue.
And then I don't know what I was doing for the weeklies. I think we're just going to give away a pack.
A pack?
Like a spray pack or I don't know. You've got it. So
I'll find it. But
Peter Sith said, I just push mine around the house. That's the other thing. You could just put stuff in it and just drive it around. Or alternatively, you could get one of those. You could just strap a normal Dyson vacuum to it and build yourself one of those Roombas and just drive the vacuum around. Like there's so many. Yeah, you could
use cases.
Bolt a Bush Ranger 410 cylinder mower to it and mow your lawn with it. Not financial advice. PJ says use a wheelchair ramp to get it around the house. I don't know if he's talking about the mower or the buggy. Keith Henderson, can you ride the buggy home from the pub and not get charged with pissy driving? I don't know. I think we'll have to reach out to our audience on that one.
Yeah,
that's a smart play. And as long as you don't weigh more than a set of golf clubs, which I do, I'm too heavy for all of those fun things, like that motorbike we gave away. Did we ever hear back from them? We give these people these things. I never get these handwritten letters saying, thank you so much. You changed my life. My kids are now staying with me more, and my wife's come back. Like you've made like wholesale change to the way we live.
Yeah,
nothing.
And why are we giving stuff away if not for that?
Yeah,
doesn't make
crickets. Sense. Where's have I got crickets?
Maybe
what's going on, Kira?
Page?
That's not a cricket. You've played caddy cricket before. We had crickets, didn't we?
Yeah, there should be a crickets button on there somewhere. There you go.
That's over there.
Oh, there is crickets on there too.
Kira is all over it. Do you think it's time to upgrade the soundboard, Kira?
Yeah.
Yeah. My kids are saying random shit.
Oh, it's new.
At the dinner table. I'm like, there's
you need a recorder,
so,
and then, or you Shazam it.
Connor did that last night. He did this one.
Wait a minute.
And he looks like that kid as well. So, there's crickets. Yep.
Nice.
What's the weight like on the trolley? The weight limit? I don't know. I got rid of it. Just Google it. I can't be fucked, Sith. You can look it up. You sound like I sound.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm sick. So,
I wonder what happened to Jonesy. I might message him and see if he's coming back. Maybe he doesn't want to. Or maybe he's watching the podcast and he knows that he can't do a better job than you.
Ooh, I highly doubt his knowledge.
Well, no one's asking any questions that I can't handle. Well, and obviously we've got the support of Shadow Sow. So, fuck, I'd love some food, eh?
I think they've also realised Jonesy's not here, and so they're not asking the question.
It also shows that we don't have any new listeners.
What's up with that?
I don't know if the podcast is any good. I think we have a niche group of 10 or 20 people that watch it because they feel part of the community.
There's not 10 or 20 . The lives get
and everyone else is like
around 200. YouTube gets 2 to 3.
He's on his way, so he'll probably be
the listeners get around 2 to 3 as well. That's decent. We could start marketing it more. E.g. email. E.g. I don't know, stickers on a bucket or something.
We could get. I wonder if Donald Trump does influencer marketing. What would it pay? Do you reckon,
on Cameo?
Yeah, or no, like get him to go on Truth Social and just say, I just watched the greatest podcaster possibly ever, Clint Adams, on Lawnhub Live after lunch.
That was a pretty good impression.
Check it out if you don't want to be deported.
It's a good call to action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we just pick up we might have to maybe translate it to Spanish, but
once we do that,
fuckload of audience.
Yeah, no, we're sorted.
Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah.
English is like only what, 2 billion?
Yeah.
2.5?
Yeah.
We're missing all Indians, all the Chinese,
yeah,
and all the Spanish speaking people.
I think Mr. Beast gets his translated.
He does. He has an actual business for that. You can get your videos translated through his business. I don't know about Mr. Beast. I'm hearing some crazy shit.
What are you hearing?
I'm hearing that he sold his channel to Disney and now he's just a fucking puppet.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where
you really stand on that. Okay.
Shadow Sow said, so how's the new building going? Is there still modifications to be made? Yes, there is. We're actually continuously working on stuff. I think we've got some electrical work getting done this week or next week. There's a heap going on, which we will share with you once it's finished. Oh, my nose. But yeah, I'm really excited about the season that's coming. I'm hoping we get everything ready for it. If we don't, then I'll probably lose my house. But it's all right. Dylan's got a house now.
Yeah. You can come move in. I got a black recliner that's perfect for you.
Just sit down here. What's that red light? Why is it flashing? Don't worry about the red light, baby.
Don't worry about that,
It means it's off.
Yeah. I come in my kimono.
Oh, fuck. I was expecting you to say like a dressing gown and you're in a fucking kimono.
No, full kimono.
Like white paint on your face and shit?
Yeah.
Like you're a geisha?
Yeah.
All right, that leads me to my next question.
Oh, good. We got a nice little Lead.
Does Dilbo get his eyebrows manicured?
I did get my eyebrows done. I actually did. Yeah. I went with Sarah.
Fuck off. You did it.
I did.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Thank you for noticing, by the way.
What the fuck? This is a thing? Did you know this?
She didn't
How's she
notice.
supposed to respect you as a leader now?
Whoa, let's calm down, all right? I had a big ad I had to film.
I don't know. I'm surprised you have time to spend time with us. You're so
I'm
you're
doing
so
it all.
of the world now.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Oh shit. Okay. So I mean, you went with Sarah, so you have a female partner, so it wasn't related to anything other than that.
No,
Yep.
no.
Cool.
No.
Does she force you? Does she like threaten you and say like you need to come with me and get your eyebrows done?
No. Just wanted to give it a go.
Okay.
Yeah, get a bit of monobrow vibes.
Was that going on? Was it?
There's a little bit.
Did you
yeah.
laser?
Nah, I got
Didn't you just laser and then it's gone forever?
I don't know. I just did the wax.
Yeah.
It really hurt. Yeah, she got in my eyeyelid. Some of the wax was like actually on my eyelid.
Yeah, I don't think they're meant to do that.
Yeah, I
Did
don't
you
think
get
they
it
meant
done?
to do that either. She said they went a bit too thin.
Hashtag Gawler.
Hashtag Gawler.
Just fucking take your eyelid off.
Yeah, it's
Imagine
hashtag
that.
married.
Imagine that. You just got missing an eyelid.
Oh, I
Just
was a bit scared.
What happened? You're like, I just waxed my eyelids.
Yeah, no, I was scared, but I kept my eye. It did hurt though, a lot.
I can't find the button that someone just said.
Why are you gay?
This is why I don't open up, guys. This is why.
What? I don't need to tie my shoelace up. We're on a podcast.
Yeah, we're not going
I have
anywhere.
nowhere to be.
Unless you need to quickly run off.
Oh no. Yeah. When,
Which
when the
kiddo?
woke gets here. We haven't had any woke for a while actually.
Yeah, it's
I
been
welcome
nice.
some woke. I wouldn't mind some media attention. DJ Carnage. Hey Clint, you are looking good, mate. Keep up the great work, legend. Thank you.
How are my eyebrows?
I don't know. I do mine myself.
You do yours yourself?
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing.
I just get
isn't
a
it?
candle and just fucking rub it in the middle and then just like rip it off.
Oh, that's a good strategy, actually. Yeah.
We have a question here about thoughts on humic acid for soil improvement in coastal Western Australia sandpit from Keith Henderson.
That's a change of topic.
Oh, I can keep talking about my eyebrows if you want. I don't need to outsource that. I'm amazing.
Yeah, you can handle it.
So this is Shadow Sow's answer to that question, I think. So sandy soils, you need to spray it directly onto the leaf just because sandy soils nutrients and everything that goes into it will leach, so the liquid ferts work better in sandy soil. Yep, that's true. Humic acid is something that I don't want to speak on, but it's something that is regularly discussed, and from what I remember, it's really, you want to make sure that you need it more than just putting it out. But I might save that question for when Gawler gets here and he can sort it out. Dave 2001 says, "I'm glad this isn't getting translated." I guess it would be challenging to translate this to another language. You might lose the nuances of episode 69 and
Yeah, that might not work because the number might be something else.
Yeah,
because the numbers don't go over. So,
there is a question here about your elbows.
about my elbows?
Oh no, eyebrows.
Eyebrows. Okay. It's like, are they a bit dry? Start moisturising them.
Carnage, chef kiss for Dilbo's elbows. Chef's kiss for Dilbo's eyebrows. Sorry.
Eyebrows.
Sorry, I haven't consumed a lot of calories today. I'm starting to fade.
Whoa, we're about to lose Clint.
I think I have another juice at 3, but then that means my last one's at 6, and then I can't eat again. Anyway, it's fine. It's I'm paying for my past. I've had a pretty indulgent 42 years. I think most of my life. So yeah, missed out on content there. Nath Mandering. I don't know what content. Maybe answering a question probably. Oh fuck! Oh, it's 5 minutes too. You would have reminded us, wouldn't you? Yep.
She's got it sorted.
Do you know the numbers? Oh, we'll get everything sorted. Are your glasses intentionally crooked? Is that how you wear them? Yeah,
It's a style thing.
I wouldn't understand because I don't have style.
Yes.
I
See,
get it.
Your kids would have told you that if you listened to them.
No, well, there's some of the shit that comes out of their mouths. You don't. I wouldn't. It's not listening. I just need to check that my Amazon packages haven't arrived yet.
What did you order?
Some Whoop bands.
What's that?
It's a health tracker to measure your heart rate, sleep score, blood oxygen level, VO2 max, etc. So I'm getting them to monitor my things. There was one. The new one measures your ECG, or it does an ECG. I don't know what the right term is, but then they're not available in this region yet, so I didn't get those.
Are you getting like a blood test and stuff?
I didn't have time. I was going to go get a DEXA scan and that, but I just haven't got time. So I'll just fucking base it on how I feel. But
yeah.
And I've also been buying my son knee pads. So my son's in that kind of financial bracket where he can't play basketball without wearing knee pads because he's soft. So he wears these knee pads when he plays basketball. And to be fair, he's on the ground most of the game. But we've been buying these $80 knee pads from like Rebel Sport and shit. And he's going through a pair a week or a pair every 2 weeks. So I said to him,
Jesus,
we need to find alternatives. So I've bought every knee pad available on Amazon and we're going to test them all. We should make a video. Sorry for blowing my nose on the bike.
Maybe not in front of us. In front of the
that screen. Just freak him out. That's a good way to hide his fucking face. Alex Frick, Spartan versus Barricade versus Onset, which is better? Spartan and Barricade are identical from a chemical makeup and application rate, so you can choose whatever suits you. I think there's bottle size differences, but I think they've all kind of come in line with each other now. Onset's a granular product. I'm not sure if Onset uses the same active ingredient, but you'll probably find its cost per square meter is grossly higher. And so if you're looking for value for money, then and you've only got a small area, I'd look to try and buy a 250ml bottle of Barricade. I think that's the lowest cost to get in for a decent square meterage. And if you are looking for ease of application and you're not comfortable spraying liquids, then Onset might be the go. But like I said, I think you might be looking at a bucket of Onset is 200 square meters or something, and then the Barricade might be like 6 times that amount for half the price or something. Not financial advice, but that is the answer. Nathan Mandrang said, sorry, I missed out on the content of getting Dilbo's eyebrows wax 40-year-old virgin style. Did you do the next? No,
I don't have a lot on the.
Yeah.
On the
You're not like looking for a partner, so you kind of don't have to worry about how you look. Makes sense.
Makes sense. That's why I did the eyebrows.
Because
like, let's just fuck it. Let's just see what happens. Yeah.
And then you just got these little Hitler mustaches.
No, Sarah stressed me out. She was like, "Oh, they're a bit thin," and she started looking at me, and I was like, "What do you mean thin? Like feminine thin? Like what do I look like, Sarah? What have you done to me?"
They don't match my nails.
I did the mani pedi eyebrows, earwax while I got a massage.
Is it
in Bali? And it was like $80. It was full it was wax and they'd like ripped out your hair.
I think I've seen that. They're like,
but you're getting a
in
massage
the
at the same time?
Barber where they just have this wax pot and then just like they stick them in your ears and then they're like drying and then you're just sitting there like, pull me up. Oh, they do them up your nose as well.
Yeah, the nose was hectic. I did the nose too.
I haven't told you about my Balinese barber story, I don't reckon. I was when I was younger, we used to go to Bali a fair bit. Like I've probably been on 10 trips over since 2005. And I was there, I think with Celeste, and I just wanted to get a haircut. My hair was getting out of control, and I was like, I'm going to get a haircut. And she's like, does it really fucking matter? Like, we're on a holiday. I'm like, yeah, I've got nothing else to do. Like, it's the same as what you're doing. Like, like we'll get a massage, we'll go to this, it's cheap. So I've gone in there, and I'm just like, hey, I just need to, get it cut short. And he's like, oh no, I make you look like David Beckham.
Oh, you haven't told me this story.
And I'm just like, okay.
Okay.
And so they're all at Bubba Gump's Shrimp Camp.
Whoa!
Is that right?
I don't know if that's.
Did I say cump?
It felt
cump.
Like you can't say that. That's a forbidden word. I did.
Bubba Grumps. Shrimp
Bubba
cump.
Shrimp cump.
Oh fuck! I'm so hungry. So they were all there, and it took ages. It was like an hour for a haircut, and I've come back and. I probably had a beard like this before I left, and my hair was pretty long. And I've come back, and it's all like pointed and lines and shit. And he's just like shaved these like stripes, and they're just like, "What the fuck have you done? You look like an idiot." I'm like, "He made me look like David Beckham." I thought it was good, but I've probably got a photo of that. I'll find it. Are the drinks for the Black Snake, Clint, or just a reset thing? Black Snake. What's the black snake?
I don't know what that means.
Is that
the black snake?
Is that a metaphor?
It's not like the snake eating itself. That's not what the black snake is.
I know what the black dog is. What's that? Fuck, it's 3:00. Jesus, Kerry, why didn't you tell us? All right. Google random number picker. We're going to give away. Oh, do we have to give away a toolkit first?
We do.
All
yes, right. Toolkit first.
Thank you, Kira. Random number picker. So we're going to throw this random number picker up on the screen. So Kira, you got the toolkit one sorted? Or does that fit all right on Instagram? What are you doing? There we go. Verifying you are human. Why does it matter? It's a fucking random number picker.
Mm.
Okay. So what we're going to give away first is a King Chrome toolkit worth like $350 or some shit.
King Chrome 85-piece portable toolkit valued at $399. This will be the fourth and final
cool
toolkit.
All right, so give me the numbers. So this will be anyone that's purchased something since last week's draw up until now.
Yep. Kira, do you have that number on the notes? Sorry.
To me? To him?
To me?
All right.
Let's say China.
Oh, because it's sent from me to me. So
You can do that?
Didn't get a notification. Yeah, I do it all the time. Whoa.
Life changed.
All right, so for the toolkit, the first number is 1.
A prom. What's prom? Half a promise.
I don't know if I've heard that one before.
I have a promise. 118505 for the toolkit.
118
505.
505, and then
Your
I'll need
max.
to do the last.
You'll need to get that.
No, I'm not even logged into Shopify because I'm so shit.
Let me see. if
Ah,
I
that's
can
right. I'm
get
logged in.
it. Whoa.
It just
Whirlwind of emotions there. That was really crazy stuff.
118,505. I'm just checking when that was. So that was 3:56 p.m. You sure that's the right number?
Should be.
So we didn't sell anything for an hour? Or did we draw it late? 504. No shit, we didn't sell anything for an hour. What the fuck? This business is an epic failure.
Epic fail.
Sometimes we sell stuff like multiple times a minute. That's winter for you. The
Oh,
W word.
whoa. Hang on. It's actually not even.
118972. 118972. All right. Trust me, it'll be worth the wait. All the tools you can tool. 118
978.
972. I would. You know what? I'd really feel like eating a margarita pizza right now.
I bet. I absolutely bet.
118 972. All right. Roll your drums.
Never buy the hand of the one that fingers you, something like that.
So 118549 is the winner of the toolkit.
All right.
Let me find their details. 118549. 118549 was purchased on the 24th of May. Will you say their first initial, last name, or what do we do?
First name, first initial. Wait.
What did you say?
First name, then the first letter.
Damien P.
Yep.
From Port Kennedy, Western Australia. Congratulations. And thank you for your support. This person, Damien P. Purchased a bottle of wet.
A bottle of wet.
They got that delivered. And that's the only order that Damien has done. And Damien just 10x'd his investment and won himself a $399.
Damien,
toolkit.
you are so clever and smart. He'll be a Lawnhub customer for life.
I'm an advocate. If you win, you buy more tickets. I've recently won some money.
Yeah.
Now I feel committed to buying more tickets. I accidentally closed Instagram. We just had a sale. That's exciting. All right, so now we're going to give away the MGI AI. This is fucking massive.
This is huge.
I think there's a lot of people out there that are into the MGI AI. I'm going to get back over to that screen. How do I get over to that screen? Where is it? Is it up? Is it sideways? There it is. There's the mouse. So I'm going to reset this. So the last number was 118972. 118972. And then what was the first number?
116045.
116045. I'm going to double check that. 116045. I need a mouse. I'm not young enough to be moving this with my finger. I think you have to be of an age. Like born in the 90s. 116045 is 3:33
On May 2nd?
on April 25. Yeah, because that was the week before.
That was the week before. No.
You did it wrong.
I was the one that was after.
You've included an extra week. So it needs to be. Sorry, guys. Please hold while we do some stuff. It needed to be the number of the number after the draw.
For the mini bike, right?
Yeah. That was drawn on the 2nd. On May 2nd. Sorry, guys. This won't take too long.
No, we've already got the episode up. Just scrolling through.
What can we talk about while we're waiting? You can't talk because you're thinking.
You can talk
Okay.
about how Lawnhub is the fastest growing fertiliser company in Australia.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
How do we know that? How do we prove that? You know what we should do? We should get we are the fastest growing lawn care company in Australia, unless someone can prove otherwise. And I'm happy to put profit and losses and sales results up against other people. Email your existing profit and loss to clint@lawnhub.com.au. I will review it and I will tell you if we're selling more than you. How you going?
I'm going really good. So I'm looking at we would have given away 2 prizes.
We would have given away something before.
But it'd be the same max number.
What were we giving away before? We have the bike. Before the bike, what were we giving away that time? We had something else that we were giving away, and then we had to go away the bike. Was it? Oh, it was the mower and blower. I think that we were spending like $1,500 a set on those. That was crazy.
Yeah, we had money back then.
We are broke.
We are broke.
Yep. We're going to do a GoFundMe to keep the business open. Thankfully, WaterPro have lots of money, and WaterPro have been sponsoring the giveaways. WaterPro actually bought this MGI and all the toolkits.
So try
play soundboard.
116,535.
116,535 is 252.
So then 116,536. Yeah.
Is 308. Yep. So 116,536. I'm glad we picked up on that. Do we feel confident?
Feel confident.
536. Well, you got it wrong before.
I did. It's my bad, guys. I'm sorry.
536. How the fuck did you fuck it up again?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was like, guys, just keep records. Didn't we have a chat in Teams for giveaways?
Nah, you know what I did? I put the winners hub because that's that hub. I put the winners hub, not the
so
max.
you're just an idiot.
So I'm just, the R word that Clint was talking about before. But that's
reckless.
Okay. Reckless and really, really keen for this giveaway. Let's roll it.
116,536 to 118,972. The winner of this is going to win a $2,799 MGI AI giveaway delivered to their door.
To their door.
It's
pretty good.
Unless they don't have a door, and in which case, if you live in Gawler, then we'll just put it inside the door frame. Ready? 117128.
Let's go.
I'm going to use my finger. That's what she said. 117128. 117128. Congratulations, Brad. 117128. Let me just check that that's right. 117128. Brad L, another person who has only purchased from us once. Congratulations. And also, they bought a liquid weed and feed pack. So it has more than almost 20x'd their investment. Brad is from Jordan Springs in New South Wales. First time buyer, purchased on the, I don't know. How does this work? 7th of May, 2025 at 9:40. Brad, you probably don't know that you've won, and you're probably not even watching because no one watches this podcast. But we will contact you and let you know, and we'll ship it to you. Once you receive it, what we'll do is we'll ask that you write a letter explaining how it's changed your life and improved the relationship with your friends and family, and reunited you with your partner. I think that would be really nice if you could do that.
Mm-hmm. And if you could watch the podcast frequently on a Friday. Afternoon.
Yeah. I think I heard the door.
Oh,
I can hear stair steps. This might be my opportunity to go grab a juice.
Do I have an outro song?
Why are you gay?
I don't know.
Not that one. Not that one.
Do you want to wear your jumpsuit or do you want to wear your...
No, I got to get in the costume.
It's behind you on the floor.
Oh, nice.
I threw it on there in case you came in. Hang on. We got a question. Actually, what was the question that was asked before? Jonesy. Oh, he's going to go get dressed. Just get dressed there, man. Oh, God.
He's gone.
Is it crossing lines of sexual harassment if you're in an artistic situation? Do you know what I mean? like it's not appropriate for me to get dressed in front of either of you, right? But if we're on a stage and I'm an actor and the scene calls for me to get undressed, so you know what we need to do? I've worked it out.
You've worked it out?
I've worked it out.
Okay.
So we change our Instagram name from entrepreneur, which is what we are because it gets us all the musics, to actor. And then everything we do in here, jokes or sexual harassment, we can do it under the guise of freedom of artistic expression and that it was just part of the art of being an actor. And we're never getting in trouble.
I think that's safeguards.
I'm pretty sure Richard Branson wasn't hiring air stewards and stewardesses. He was hiring models. And so he was able to be specific about what they look like. There's always a way, man.
There's a way.
There's always
There's
a
a
way.
will, there's a way.
Who won the MGI?
The MGI was won
Brad?
just then by Brad L. from Jordan Springs, New South Wales. He had purchased from us once. He bought a liquid weed and feed pack. So his $97.95 investment turned into a $2,795 golf happy time. Yes. Well, if not, I know firsthand you can sell those things on Gumtree for $2,000 cash and you will have someone at your door within 30 minutes. So regardless, you'll be fine. All right. What I was going to ask you, Jonesy, actually, I'll ask you when you sit down. Well, I can go.
No.
I got shit to do.
I'll go.
Dylan's got to go put leather cream on his black couch.
I do. It's aging. Can I get an applause to get out of here, please?
I can do.
Why are you?
No,
that's not it.
that's not the.
I don't think you have the facilities.
No.
for that.
Right. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Put it up.
You obviously haven't seen the angle of, hey mate, getting a taxi. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a fine line. All right, thank you for having me.
See you, Dylan. All right. So without further ado, I would like to welcome back the star of the show, Mr. Adam Jones, to episode number 69 of the Full Lens.
Lucky for
I
some.
don't fucking know what this is.
Lawnhub live after lunch.
Kira liked that one.
Oh, has it been a riveting podcast?
I haven't been watching.
I'll tell you what, the where Dylan is, well, where I'm now sitting, but where Dylan was sitting, it was very nice on the screen. I saw on Instagram that the vertigo wall got a mention.
Yeah, it's good.
And hashtag Gawler.
Yeah, well, apparently you were going and doing, like, you had to fill out some forms because your dog's gender reassignment got stolen. And
I got reimbursed for it. So
that's all right.
Yeah, it didn't work. So
what did they do? Just hand you a penis?
No, they
And some glue?
They asked for my bank details and then said a Norwegian prince would get into contact with me and
Nigerian?
Nigerian.
The Norwegian princes are just actually doing printing.
Yeah.
It's the Nigerian princes that are doing all of the fraud.
Norwegian's where the dragons are, right? Maybe I'm getting a dragon.
I think China's where the dragons are, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is that in the movies? Anyway.
Romania is where the dragons are.
Oh, we didn't get a chance to talk about our good friend Andrew, who has recently been charged with a lot more crime.
Yeah, but he's not been extradited until the crimes in his current country are dealt with.
Oh, there you go. He's going to run out of countries.
Alleged crimes.
Not financial advice. So we gave away the MGI.
Yeah.
What are we giving away? Did you find that, Dylan? Do you want to search your records? I know that next month we're giving away a Weber-Q family barbecue at the end of the month. And I think we're going to give away packs or something, like a spray pack.
Oh, maybe. We can.
I don't know. Me and Dylan had a meeting about it. Dylan took notes and then just, went off and filmed whatever he films on the weekends and came back empty-minded. A quart. So I'll put the screen back, Kira. Jonesy, we had a question come through before from a gentleman in Western Australia, I believe, who had sandy soils and was asking... I've got a few questions for you, actually.
Nice.
Where is it? It was about humic acid. So thoughts on humic acid for soil improvement. I live in coastal Western Australia in a sandpit.
100%.
There you go.
Humic and fulvics, 100%. They're
I want to get a drink while you answer that.
In terms of amending...
Actually, can you grab me a drink, too?
There's
a juice in the fridge. Actually, no, I'll grab a green hopper, please.
They are good at unlocking locked up nutrients and making nutrients available to the plant. I had a very good science lesson on Monday, which was very exciting. So yeah, humics and fulvics, very good. If you are wanting to do some soil amending, it would be a great idea to also look at getting an actual soil test, where the soil test gets sent off to a lab, something like the Lawnhub soil test, because that is going to give you indicators on what is potentially lacking in your soil or what is too much in your soil.
You had a big day.
I'm Burgundy.
I did say that, didn't I, Dylan? Like, I don't know if humic's one of those things that you don't just throw on your soil unless you need it.
You can throw it on your soil.
It's not going to hurt.
It's not going to hurt, no. But soil amending during winter time is favourable because the lawn's not doing much anyway. So, you might find that you're quite low in potassium, for example. So you'd just go out and get a potassium-based granule or a liquid, and you'd apply that during the cooler season as well. So, but yeah, I'm all for humic and fulvics. Love them.
So another question was, I applied granular fertiliser in the Adelaide Hills on Sunday, and then it fucking pissed down on Monday. Has my fertiliser gone into the ground?
It depends. If you watered it in beforehand, there'd be a lot more there if you didn't water it in straight away and then relied on the rain.
Because the rain would wash it away potentially.
Rain would have washed it away. It would have leached. But if you watered it in after application, you may find that it might not last as long, but being in the Adelaide Hills, being cold, it may also last a decent amount of time. And if you have a cool season grass, it'll continue to feed on that fertiliser anyway. So you probably find you're okay. But of course, we did get quite a very scary downpour, especially here. We had rain sideways.
I had the same. It came through under my door.
Yeah. There's a water leak as well in that corner of the window.
Oh, it leaks in this building?
Yeah.
So at 2:33 p.m, a delivery driver attempted to deliver my delivery, and they didn't do it. Customer requested the package be left in a safe place. If no one is home, the package can be left in the requested safe place. No shit, that's what I said. And you still didn't fucking deliver it.
Who is the courier?
Amazon couriers. But
Amazon
I need this shit
good.
like today, tomorrow.
What's the note say? Redelivery for tomorrow?
It says, we will try again.
Well, trying is not good enough. We need results.
That's annoying. Most of the Amazons have been delivered by like just random dudes in cars. Like, so I'm hoping that it's drive back past and kind of try. But because of the value of it, they needed a special code. We had to tell them a PIN.
Oh, yes.
But,
Uber has that as well.
But I don't give a fuck. It's my choice if it gets stolen.
My body, my choice. My parcel, my choice.
He went there. But I don't know where the PIN is now because I've got to send it to the people that are at my house. Jonesy, I just want my stuff.
Fuck, cold water's so good.
Oh, yeah, talk about that for a little bit.
Cold water, again, it's unlabelled, as is the stand here for Clint's phone. Still on the hunt for a water sponsor.
Oh, God. Did I tell you? I haven't told you. I've got golden showers. I've got people are chasing me to make it now.
Oh, good. As in businesses or people?
That, like, formulate them. So I'm hoping that that I can get it sorted. But it's so expensive. Like, yeah, they're talking like, I think if we went through this company, our first batch would be 40 grand, like from the formulation to the manufacturing.
Like I said on the phone or whatever, surely we
can just use someone else.
Just use someone like P&N that just make cola for 5 different companies. Surely you can just do the same thing and you just go, oh yeah, we've got a formulation here. It's a generic one if you're happy with that.
Yep.
But as we've found out this year, things that seem simple aren't always.
It says they'll try again next business day.
Oh, shit. I'm assuming you need it.
Yeah. Fucking idiots. I just deliver it.
What if do you know where the pickup location is or where the warehouse is?
I'm just going to go buy it from a retailer and then I'll just return it. They can fucking suck a fat dick.
Mm-hmm.
Try to support this struggling business. My mate Jeff starts his fucking book business, gets a little bit of growth. You know, when your friends have a business, you support it.
Mm-hmm.
I buy some stuff from Amazon and then they put a special PIN code on it because it's an $800 purchase.
I mean,
it should be my choice if I want a PIN on it. Just leave it there, for fuck's sake. Anyway, Shadow Sour C1, you might not know, but they work on the National, and they've been in the chat helping me answer questions today.
The National is in the golf course.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, how cool.
Because I haven't been here mentally, and you haven't been here physically, and Dylan's not been here spiritually.
Bruh.
I didn't press the right button. I'll go back to where we were last. Things we learnt today. Dylan gets his eyebrows professionally waxed.
I have had them.
Gets them professionally waxed.
Nice.
What else did we learn today, Kira? If I lose my house trying to grow this business, I can go live on Dylan's second-hand recliner.
Yeah, he's being upholstered though.
Fucking A. Hang on. If this happens before the upholstering gets done, can I choose the colour? Black leather?
Well, apparently black leather.
Yes! I'm definitely coming. I saw a funny video. I saw this funny video of this dude that was like standing up talking about freeing Palestinians or something. And he was like, I'd love to find it because I'd rather show you it than tell you about it. But he's like, we want to help Ahmed and his family. So we've set up a fund to try and cover his income. So if you go to coveredincome.com, and you can donate, and so Ahmed and his family can have covered income. It looked real serious, like he's got all these protesters behind him. Anyway, I hope you see it now and you still find it as funny when it's delivered properly. Venjum says, does Dilbo need to upgrade from BYD to a Subaru?
Jesus.
I saw my first Asian lesbian couple in a Subaru today. I hadn't seen that before. I was at Roof Rack World, and surprise, surprise, they're getting roof racks with their Subaru, and it fucking made me laugh because I thought it was a lady and a man, and then the man turned around and it was a lady. I was like, oh, the Subaru thing's like continental, like cross-continental. It's fucking global. This is amazing. So yeah, that was funny. That was something I learned today.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Josh Clark, g'day fellas. Is Total Tools going to stock the whole Lawnhub range or just selected items? You can answer this because I've been talking all podcast.
Yeah, so they've got the option to obviously stock all Lawnhub branded stuff. Some stores have opted for all of it. Some have opted for part of it. And then I'm also working in the background, able to trying to get them to be able to purchase chemicals as well. So things like Barricade, if they want bifenthrin or things like that. The trouble is margin. So it needs to be worthwhile for them to have it on the shelf and to sell it to make margin, because at the moment, just the way that things are, the margin is what it is, and there's not real much for any party really after we discount it and all those sorts of things. So I'm working on that in the background. So hopefully, in the future there'll be if not a few, many that are able to at least stock what would probably sell in their area. So things like a Celoprint and things like that as well, because that has been asked. But it's just, that needs to be more worthwhile for them as well, which I completely understand.
Shadow Sales just messaged me and said that if we want a hat, that he'll ship it to us next week.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty cool hat.
It is pretty cool.
If you're happy to send it to us, we will stick it up on our shelf.
Yep.
Proudly. And it can be a feature of the podcast until the end of time. But you don't have to do that. It's a very kind offer. If you want to, we'll graciously accept it. Do you need to know where to send it? What else was there? Who's trying to call me? Is this Uber? How do you know?
I don't know. Just answer it.
But they're not. It's like I had a missed call. No, it's at 302.
I had someone call me, but I just Google search. Like I didn't know it rang. Just Google search. It said spam.
No, that was Claire from our trademarking office. Okay. Next question. There was something Clint's backyard grass update video. There is none. The grass is actually looking better than I expected. It's probably the lack of stuff. I did give it another application of Monument yesterday. I went against all advice and spot sprayed Monument, and then I forgot that my irrigation was on today, and so Is that one panel white and the other ones are all black?
No, it's shadow.
Okay, cool. That's white. Yeah, definitely white.
Yeah, that's definitely
All
missed the shade.
Wow. That's interesting. That's Rose's fault.
I'm not sure how, but
And so I've been spraying, and then I forgot my irrigation was on. So even after we had 40 mil of rain on Monday or whatever, my irrigation went on this morning and had a full cycle. So yay, good work to the dickhead that owns fucking 3 irrigation shops.
the irrigation on the front this morning was on.
Here, yeah, it was glossy when I got here.
If you leave from that side, you can see the diamonds I tried putting in it. But yeah, shout out to the support we got in the YouTubes and the Facebooks last night about being
You're
harsh.
you're not as shit as Clint tells you.
But the camera for once actually enhanced what
Made it look bigger.
Well, made it look bigger and made it actually look a hell of a lot better because I can guarantee you, like, he did not look that good in person. So, but I'll take the dub.
So does Dilbo, they've been using his correct name, the one his mother and father would like him to be known as, get the brows tinted at the same time? No need. That's a la natural. Is this road or avenue here? Street? Road. Postcode?
5110.
I used to know all this stuff, eh?
I just still don't know the Lawnhub number.
83218488.
Yep.
I'm good with numbers.
I get the first part mixed up.
We own the 832184 at all locations. But we've got every one of them from 00 to 99. I think actually Jaron might have given some back. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No one tuned into this podcast to talk about this. Keith Henderson, who was asking a few questions before, said, also, may I say, the production value of your podcast is amazing. So that's obviously all the money I've spent on all of this equipment and not the high quality work from the team that are here, right? Yep. 50-50. Like, so a drunk monkey could actually like turn the lights on. Yeah. How are you going, Kira? Are you finding that it's easy jumping between people? Because I don't shut up, so you don't have to change screens. All right. Josh Clark, g'day fellas. Actually, you have to watch back to I won't read it again, but there was a really funny comment about a dude.
Sorry.
I might read it to you in a sec.
All right.
No, actually, I've already read that one. All right. Josh Knott, podcast.
Oh, about the tractors? Yeah. Evo was like, fucking hell, look at this essay. And I started reading. I just laughed because, obviously, we're not Pornhub. For anyone that is here thinking that we're Pornhub, we're going to stay fully clothed. And
speak for yourself.
Oh, okay.
When I get my new beach body,
yeah. Whoa.
I will be doing Dave Portnoy-esque, like singlet, no shirt underneath, open shirt. I'm getting a spray tan. Me and Dylan are getting spray tans.
Fuck, what a sight. I did think that was quite
Maybe we
funny.
should do that for Black Friday this year. We'll go topless and get spray tans and just get body ready for November. Like, you want to be ready for that anyway. Set a goal to get, and just like when we launch Black Friday, we'll do it topless. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm going to. Okay, cool. You decide whether or not you want to jump on
I could
that.
shave Lawnhub into my chest.
Now that's some hair.
Sunscreen is like a smart.
Yeah. Yeah, we could think
I
of
don't wear
something.
sunscreen. Sunscreen gives you cancer.
Whipped cream.
Wow. If the shoe fits, I guess.
Dilbo representing the safety label people proud. Safety label people. Is that a gay thing? It
The
says
safety
Dilbo
label.
representing the safety label people proud.
Talking about Labour voters or?
Mandarin, why have you just started not using the C word and the R word? I think he means because I used R word at the start. I don't know.
We've used the C word in the past and we haven't
I
been
accidentally
flagged.
said it. I said something like it before. The C word can have a negative impact on our reach on YouTube if it gets picked up. I don't know. Retard for me is something that I will start using again. I'm sorry. I started woking and I'm a fucking loser for it. So I will use retard. Okay. Shadow South says the best to let the onion grass grow long and then spray it. It works better that way. So we've obviously got questions I'm missing. Nathan Wood, I've applied Duke twice over 6 weeks. About to go for a third application to try and get rid of these onion weeds. Is there any point? is there a point in applying too much?
I'm pretty sure there is a restriction on the label of how many times you can apply per season, but I'm interested to know why it's not targeting it, because it's very good at targeting onion grass.
Maybe it's not onion grass.
Maybe not.
Don't let Dylan do giveaways. Hashtag don't let Dylan do giveaways.
The person with the onion grass issue, send me an email, adam@lawnhub.com.au with a photo. I want to have a look so I can help you out.
Tomislav Prajanka?
Fuck, if you're struggling, I would have had
Prtenjaca. So is the PR Prenjaka? Tomislav? Okay, hang on. We're gonna call you TP, and I'm sorry. I would love to know how to pronounce your last name if you can spell it out for me, because I'm an idiot. He says, "Is it too late to put premature down for this winter? I'm seeing yellowing, or is it a little bit too late? I have RTF fescue. Cheers, guys. Keep up the good work." If you got yellowing in fescue, there might be something else going on, but you can answer this.
Yeah, I mean, you answered all my questions there, except for, did you say where he was? No.
Awesome podcast, keeps me entertained in this bullshit Melbourne Monash freeway traffic. Melbourne.
I didn't hear that part.
It was the second comment later that I haven't read yet.
Yeah, cool. So Melbourne, if you got yellowing on your RTF, I'd be asking a question as to why. Is it disease or is it frostburn? If it's frostburn, you got heavy frost. It's probably packed in for the season. We had a heavy frost out here the start of the week. No, last week.
It's
Yeah,
fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I was going to leave. Like, literally
Yeah,
leave.
I know. I'm aware.
done.
Yeah.
1 degree. Who the fuck lives in those? Like,
but if you do have some good weather on the horizon and you don't have too cold of a mornings, you could apply some premature, but I'll be leaning more towards some liquids if I'm being honest.
Nick Lamb. Afternoon, gentlemen, and Timu Dan. How soon after an application of Money Shot can I reapply? And how soon after spraying PGR would I spray Money Shot? Obviously, that's caught some traction out there in the wild.
Oh, shit.
I haven't seen it. I've deleted Facebook from my phone. I had Instagram gone. It's come back for a bit. I don't see anything. And then you guys told me about it, and I was like, "Oh, that's fucking."
Yeah.
hilarious.
Other than Timu, Dan Andrews, we haven't really had any I wouldn't consider that malicious, but we do sometimes get some malicious shit.
Oh gosh. Pre-Tenjaka. Tomislav Pretenjaka. Wow. Okay.
Nice.
So there should be an E there, but there's not because of that's how you spell your name. Okay, cool. Thank you.
For money shot applications, you could do it you could space it 4 or 5 days apart if you like. Money shot after PGR, you can apply it with PGR. But if you're going to do it after PGR, you won't want to do it until the till the lawn is actually green, because obviously, as we know, PGR can give that slight discoloring effect. So if it doesn't discolor after you apply PGR, you can get onto it. It's all good.
There's some chatter between Nathan and Nate, 2 different Nates. Nate Extremes just suggested that he send the onion grass photos through to you. Definitely recommends the Adam Jones email. Instagram. It's good now. When you close Instagram and open it back up, the questions are still there.
They're listening.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, because it was open, but in the background now it's not. Timu Dan. There's no other questions. Okay, so next month, starting today, for the next 4 weeks, we will give a solo 414 away. How do the months land? Does it? I gave you all the dates and everything, didn't I? It still lands all right. Yeah, so the 27th will be the day we give away the barbecue. So we'll give away a...
I'm not here that day.
We'll give away a solo 414 on the 6th, the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th of June. And then we'll give we should push it back. Because we're going to have an end of financial year sale, which no one has been told about, but you guys are going to be the first to know. So the end of financial year, the year ends on Monday the 30th. That fucking lines up beautifully. So we will run a sale from probably the Friday the 27th to the Monday the 30th with pre-sale for text and email subscribers on the 26th. You're writing all this down? This is really handy. And It'll be 20% off store-wide, site-wide, available online, and we will go out to our resellers and offer them a discount to enable them to do the same. It's up to them whether or not they do or not. What we'll do is we'll give away the Weber Q on the Friday, and then I'll just have to work something else out, whether or not we give another prize away to try and tie that into anyone that's purchased during the sale. So we might do something where if you bought something during the sale from the Thursday through to the 30th, we'll give away something else. Anyway, we'll work that out. But I don't know what I was talking about. Why was I saying all that stuff?
Just getting it out there.
Yeah.
But I
feel like we started talking about something.
But I'm not here on the 27th. So Dylan, you here on the 27th? Yes.
All right.
Unless
I could just
you
get
can
a
find
guest. I could actually fucking, like, Rowan from Grange could just actually say yes to coming on the podcast.
We've got a guest next week, Mr. Ben Hallam from the Teacher Gully Golf Course. He is returning for round 2. Exciting.
I really feel like we should have done something cooler for episode 69. Where you got a new studio, special guest.
Did you say it's now season 2?
Yeah, I don't get that. I think that's fucking stupid, but congratulations. Like, so what, every season goes for 69 episodes?
I don't know. Just fitting.
So every 69 episodes is every 69 episodes is a season?
Oh, well, it can be.
Sorry.
I suppose, but on like on SVU, as the hardcore listeners know, I'm still watching. Not all the episodes are the same in the season, so you might have 11, 12, 16, 10. Like, it fluctuates, so we can just pick and choose when the season's starting in.
Okay.
So 69.
My next question is, do seasons matter? Here's a one for you. The top 3 podcasts listened to globally, would they have seasons? Because Joe Rogan doesn't. Andrew Schultz is now sitting number 2, and he has no seasons. Maybe we don't need seasons. What is with you two? Is this what happens when I'm away? I haven't been here for 4 days.
It just sprung it on. It wasn't me.
Oh, I thought it would be marketing ploys.
But
everyone's, oh my God, fuck, we better jump on board.
Haven't jumped in.
Well, I'll start on the new season.
Yeah.
So is today's season 2, episode 1? Or is next episode? Okay. Well, sorry if you've just tuned in to watch season 2 only.
Yeah, maybe this.
Brad says, is Dilbo Baggins a real boy?
I'm not a puppet. I'm a real boy.
Why are you gay?
Yes. Yes. Off of Shrek. What I just said was off of Shrek.
I know, but you said Dilbo Baggins.
Dildo Baggins. Baggins is from, yeah. Like, have you seen that show that they've got on TV now where you have like a subject? It's like boards on the ground and they stand there and shit. You could do Harry Potter. Yeah, you're all over that. What would be your category? I'm asking Kira this for those that can't see. What would be your category? Excuse me. If not that, what do you know more about than that? Fish in aquariums. And aquariums. Tropical, normal, just general. Tropical fish in aquariums. This is a surprise to me. Did you know about this?
Yeah, we talk quite frequently about fish.
When I was, I'm going to say somewhere around 20 to 22, I had a 6-foot aquarium that I bought from a mate, and I was going to set up a full tropical fish thing. And then that aquarium sat in my backyard for about 2 years, and then I sold it to someone else for the same price. I think aquariums are like boats, right? You're excited to buy them, and you're very excited to get rid of them. But you don't sound like that kind of person. You like your fish. Yeah. There you go. What would be your subject? Lawn care.
Nah, I don't know.
95 to 2005 Crows players.
Nah, early 2000s.
Early 2000s Crows trivia.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
You have to have a category. You?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Harry Potter would be up there.
You know enough about Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Jurassic Park, I know fucking...
Yeah, that'd have to be your category.
Yeah, I'd know more about Jurassic Park than probably my schooling, to be honest.
Dinosaurs in both.
Yeah. But
I don't have one.
The movie Lore and...
Law and Order.
Bum, bum.
Yeah.
Fuck, what
At the start of Law and Order, what is the noise? That's yours. I got it.
Yeah. Well, that's a question. That's a common trivia question in Jurassic Park. You know, in the first movie, what causes the water to ripple?
Yeah.
Do you know what the answer is?
Earthquake.
No, it's a guitar string underneath the where it is.
It wasn't the actual dinosaur stepping on the ground.
No, it was a guitar string, so they'd pull it back and it would boom.
Oh, I thought it was a dinosaur.
No, it's a guitar string. So anyone that didn't know that and is now thinking that I was a dinosaur, I've just ruined it. So sorry.
1 in a million. That's funny. Jack Chapo just said 27 persons on YouTube, 1 in a million in Australia. I feel very special. That's one way to look at it.
Yeah,
if you're if you're a Lawnhub podcast viewer, you're a 1 in a million. Okay, that wasn't. Yeah, cool. I don't have a thing.
Business.
Yeah, but what do you talk about?
Trademark law.
pretty across that. I don't know.
The AIs.
Yeah, a little bit, but not enough. Not to go head to head. Well, maybe
Facebook ads.
Yeah, Dylan would be better than me at that now.
You could, I
don't think I'd beat Dylan.
That means Dylan's come a good long way. Well done, Dylan.
It's Dylan's running it completely. I'm nothing.
What was before business?
Pizza. I'm pretty good with pizza.
Can make a good pizza.
I'll say it because of the integrity of the podcast, but trying to finger chicks. I have to. It came into my head.
Yeah.
With trying being the operative word. Sorry, Karen. It's artistic freedom, all right? This is a show. Oh, there's action in my front yard. Is it Amazon? Please hold. I want to see if I get my shit. No, it's not fucking Amazon. What is going on?
I'm not sure. Yeah, definitely Jurassic Park. Hey, Harry Potter. Harry Potter trivia is always good.
Imagine going having a trivia show fingering.
Yeah, you're rubbing my leg. Yeah.
When you go to the movies, what side is best to sit on?
The hand you write with?
No one was meant to answer that question.
I thought it was a literal. Oh, fuck. No, well. It's been nice, everyone. Probably will be on a 48 hour
season 2
ban.
just got cancelled.
Yeah.
The pilot episode.
Yeah, the Lawnhub Cancel Me Now podcast.
No one watches the fucking thing anyway. Oh, shit. Oh, hang on. We got sensible question. I don't have it.
Stop it. Get some help.
So Nick Lamb, I think, asked a question before about the difference between Spartan, barricade, and onset, and we talked about that. But
yes,
and it might not have been Nick, I might have got it wrong. But is prodiamine/onset 10GR labelled for use on tall fescue in the US? Fucking A. Don't tell me you're in the USA.
In the USA, it is. There's another product that's registered for the use on cool season grasses. Yes, but as obviously he's aware of, it's not registered for the use on some cool season grasses. To answer your question without you asking it and without me answering it in fear of being told off again, they do use it in the US.
Josie said maybe you can make us pizza for our next family lunch. I could. That's very complex, and it would probably require us going to my house, but we can do that. We have a small team now.
Yeah.
We could just shut Lawnhub on a Friday and just do that. Fuck it.
It's cold.
Let's go to my place and have pizzas. We'll need to do that in late June.
Not too late.
Well, I do have the podcast to do still.
Well,
you won't be here.
No, I
was looking at the 27th and going, I'll just do it on the 27th.
No, I meant like late June is in, the sale and and the giveaway. I'm not too concerned about the pod because the pod will always go on. It just didn't go on.
Well, we could go to my house, make pizzas for lunch, and then do the podcast in my backyard, but you're not going to be here.
That's okay. The team is more important than
There's
an
no
individual.
you in team?
No, but there's an I in.
Whoa! Should I apply Money Shot to keep my grass greener through winter?
If you've got the green lawn to begin with, yes. However, if it started to go yellow because of something like frost damage, it will not give the result that you're after.
Nick Lamb says, why not in Australia, in reference to the onset GR10, etc.?
So when you register a product, it comes with a cost, and it also comes with testing. Now, while something might be good in another country, it may not be for whatever reason, may be suitable in this country. So you'll find that
but that could simply be that someone hasn't gone through the process.
Correct, yeah. So you'll find that prodiamine was initially registered for the use on turf, and then you may also see that it is now being registered for the use in gardens. But one of the companies did that first, and then once one person does it, another person can do it, because although the data needs
recognition of alternative.
Yes, but even though that the data is private, it means that it can be done. So, and then sometimes things just don't get approved as well. So I'm talking with
the Australian AVPMA might be more challenging or
just restrict things.
Or they just have different regulations that they don't pass here, but they might pass in other countries.
So there's stuff that and I'm talking with a chemical company at the moment about some things, but one of the things that I really want for not only for my use, because it would suit my lawn perfectly, but for hundreds and hundreds of people in Australia, is a product like a miticide that's really effective. And why not bring that out in a 250ml bottle?
Because they exist in large scale.
So they list they exist currently in large, and the answer that I was given is that it's restricted. They don't want that chemical necessarily being as available to the home garden market because of people not wearing PPE correctly, and I am fully in stance with that, because it's obviously very important. And to spray a lot of this stuff on a broader scale, like a golf course or an open space or a stadium, there's training, there's PPE, there's health safety, there's what's called these days work health and safety. There's a lot of things that go into it, and I'm not going to challenge that decision, because that's a smart one. And if it's going to keep everyone safe, and the barrier to entry is much higher, you can still use it, but the barrier to entry is much higher. So
they also, in some cases, from what I understand, make the product more diluted when they shrink the size, so that it's less able to be harmful by a homeowner that's less trained.
So the amount of active product you're getting is less.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's it's not so much diluted in the sense that they've added more water to it. It's just a weaker concentrate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Josie, we'll work it out. We'll have to do lunch sometime. I'll be back. Anyway, we'll talk about that. Jed Waddell question: applied my second dose of Prem on Sunday and got watered in with 30ml that we got in Adelaide. Is there anything else I should do, or just let it ride through winter?
Liquids, if you've still got the nice weather. I mean,
but if you've just put Prem out,
if you've just got Prem out, you're not really doing anything for at least a couple of weeks. We're going to start putting some liquid onto that small lawn here at Lawnhub, just to see how it goes, because that's just straight tiff-tough, and it has started to tinge off slightly. But we'll test it and see if we can get some colour back into it.
Mark BK Curtis on Instagram says, "Hey guys, have you ever run the best lawn competition? Have you ever run a best lawn competition? If not, would you consider running to see who will be crowned Lawnhub's best lawn?" I'm happy to do it. It needs to be not shit. And a lot of the best lawn competitions I've seen are shit for various reasons, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm just one person, but I find sometimes when they are... If we were to do one, I think you'd need multiple categories. I think you'd need to have potentially diverse lawn varieties. You might have to have different states, because it's very hard for a homeowner in a cool climate with no experience to compete with a greenskeeper in a warm climate. And they all exist, right? They'd all enter. So I think you'd have to have categories. My other concern is how to manage it. So we'd have to work out how to upload the entries and then how to judge the entries. Are the entries judged by us, or are they judged by the public? Obviously, you fall into that concern where you name a fucking naval ship Boaty McBoatface, or what are those boats called that move people from place to place? In Sydney Harbour. What are they called?
Ferry,
yeah. That was a ferry, right? Was it in England? You'd know. Pop culture. See, pop culture would be one for you as well. Like random shit. Yeah. Like Boaty McBoatface. You know that. Most people probably don't. All right. That's maybe my thing. Random shit. Yeah, so I was worried about that. I'd like to do it. If it was easy and we could find a platform in which we could manage it well, and we could have a bunch of different kind of, I don't know what you'd have to do it in. Well, you wouldn't do it in winter like some of the other people that we. Or you could just do it in winter and then extend the fucking date and just remove all integrity.
I think to do a fair one, you do a 12-month best lawn prize, or
as in you put your before photos up.
No, it gives the opportunity for the cool season guys and girls to get their lawns up in their season, and the warm season guys and girls to get their lawn up. It's just it's a process. Of course, but
because I'm finding my lawn's starting to look better. You can't have good cool season grass in a warm season. Can't you just water it more?
You can, but
it just doesn't catch it, does it?
Your sand profile requires high inputs during the heat. That's all.
I'm finding it needs to be foliar applied probably weekly. It just that granular that I applied badly is patchy again because I've got to put more liquid out anyway. I would like to do it. It's not super high on the list. I think there's almost an obligation on us to do it because we are Australia's premier lawn care brand to homeowners. So if we're not doing it, who is? But it's not something that we've spent time on in the last ever. There's a lot going on. Darcy A. Doherty. If I do have frost damage on my grass, is there anything I can do to help it? So I think Darcy asked a question before about putting money shot to keep grass greener through winter.
Yeah, roots and shoots is a bit of a stress relief in the heat and the cold as well. So if it's not too bad, you could potentially mow it, so long as you don't have a frost coming. So, nip the tips off a little bit. But
how do you know if frost's coming?
You check the forecast.
Just look at its face.
I fucking walked into that, didn't I?
I'm so excited. I've got a ginger-infused juice that I'm an hour past meaning to have consumed.
That'll help with the heartburn. English.
It does. I don't get heartburn now that I'm not overeating.
I had fucking something chronic last night.
You weren't here before. What are you having for dinner tonight?
I don't know. I'm not sure what Angel's got on.
See? #Gola.
No, Angel does.
Women know their place.
Angel does a good job.
Just lost 2 more audience members.
I had this. I was not. Angel knows this, so it's all good. But I was not happy when I came home last night and I saw what was for tea. It was fucking this green soup thing.
#healthy.
From that place in Gawler that you get food from.
McDonald's?
No. Your meals in the cardboard.
Oh, Vintage Chef.
Yeah, Vintage Chef.
Was it good?
It was fucking good. Yeah. I took it all back.
Yeah.
Bit of bread. And the soup was really nice, and I put a little bit of pepper on it, but it was fucking.
They're fucking killing it, man.
It's so good.
That it's funny. Like I saw a Light and Easy ad the other day, and I was like, because I used to look at Light and Easy and go, they fucking must make so much money because you're just pumping out this food and it's all frozen. And we did Vintage Chef for a while, on and off. I find my personality doesn't like the lack of, even though I think the meals change every 4 weeks or whatever, it's not enough for me. I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah,
I want something different. So.
Yeah, Dad's on Light and Easy at the moment. He's now. I don't think he's ever done it before, and he was talking about on Saturday, like how fucking good the food is.
I lost so much weight.
Yeah, and he's lost a bit of weight as well. So,
isn't it funny when you just do what works, right? Like eat less calories than you need, and you just.
But that's what Dad said.
He doesn't feel hungry.
Yeah, he doesn't feel hungry
because he's eating all the time.
Yeah,
dude, all I'm having is juice right now, like 5 juices a day. And I find that easier than eating because I don't have to think about it.
Yeah. I think that's sometimes the trouble, like thinking about what you're going to eat. But if it's there prepared and it's, and it tastes okay or good,
I'm going to ask one more question, then we're going to end the podcast. Yeah. Heston72, in Adelaide, how do I fix dog piss stains in the lawn? Great products, gents.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I had a period there for a little bit where Lexi's wee wasn't burning the lawn at all. I was like, she's cured, but no, it's back. And my remedy to that each time is just a little bit of roots and shoots in a watering can and onto the damaged area, or as Clint does, turning a cycle on in the morning just to try and wash it through.
You can follow your dog around and water the piss in, and it'll help.
If you like. But the biggest thing is to try and drive that urine through the soil profile. But if you don't catch it at the right time, you're going to be left with it, and the recovery time at this time of year is going to be lengthy, unfortunately.
Mine looks like a leopard, my back lawn. Like the tiff that looks good, but there's just yellow dots everywhere. All right. Well, thanks for taking some time out of your police reporting schedule. #Gawler. who the fuck's playing that music? Where's mine? Oh man, I remember when we did straight to HR. Oh, we haven't done this.
The
though.
comments.
Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? No.
So funny.
I went and spoke to him before. I was like, I hope you're fucking practicing your English. He's like, all right. Thanks for tuning in to episode 1 of season 2, episode 69 of season all. Next week on season 2, episode 70, something will happen. So make sure you tune in.
Yes.
Dum dum.
Dum dum. Up the Crowies.
They still play.
Yeah. Got Sydney in Sydney. It's going to be a big game.
So
Gotta
you
win.
don't know these folks,
I gotta
that's
win.
what you're saying?
Me too. And I've been singing.
I don't know the other two. They saying I drove a getaway car, but I'm legally blind, so how I'ma drive a car?
So did you know what happened to the 73-year-old